anybody.
Welcome.
Hello.
What?
So hello.
Oh, good Lord. That was super garbled.
Oh,
I think it was just because you entering have whatever weird interference it had. Anyways, hello.
what's going on?
Not too much. Very glad to be here with you on this beautiful afternoon of Sunday, April 3rd at 2:30 p.m.
It's
It
it's a magnificent Sunday,
really
Easter
is.
Sunday.
Absolutely.
We,
Um,
that's why it's taken Justin so long to rise up from the bed.
yeah, rise from the bed. Oh, yes, this is a late episode. And that is only because Abdul and I had to celebrate our Islamic heritage and mourn the day that motherfucker Jesus dared come back.
Yeah, people are just so accepting of anyone coming back in their lives.
That too.
As I watched, I'm all caught up in Invincible, and
Oh, you
man,
are?
after the first episode was, whoo,
I was watching and I was like, this is like a DC animated universe movie. It's kind of boring. And I mean, saying anything more would spoil it
the only
because
thing I hate about it is the intro card, well, the way they introduces everything. It's just like it has the
it's,
title.
yeah, it's
It's
intentionally corny.
I hate it. It's just like, oh man, it's not invincible. Like, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
Kirkman.
I think it's fun.
It's
I'm pretty hooked. I'm mad it's a weekly drip. I really don't feel
yeah, I
that
feel like
Amazon
it doesn't
ga-
need to be a weekly thing.
no, Amazon doesn't gain anything by doing that. I don't know why they do it. Like Hulu and I don't know, like HBO obviously like their release schedules make sense because they can encourage people to keep subscribing. They just fucking give you Amazon Prime Video when you already have Amazon Prime. So it's like kind of a stupid, like, who's going to cancel their subscription because they don't watch Amazon Prime? Everybody buys shit from there.
Yeah, and I didn't go to the theater to see Godzilla.
Did you watch it still?
Yeah, but
Good for
only
you.
reason why is because that shot hit me up Saturday night. I was not feeling good at all. Like beginning, like in the afternoon,
Oh,
and it didn't like start. I went to work Sunday, but I called in today because I was still feeling it.
damn. Good for you. Fuck
Yeah,
them. Heal my child.
but that we'll talk about that movie later because I got some stuff to say.
Yeah, we can. Wait for Justin to get in on the action. I don't know what he's busy with. Has he seen any of the other messages?
No,
Oh dear. Oh no. Well,
should we call him?
yeah, nothing's seen. Um, I guess we could. I I don't know. I mean, because if he's not, I mean, we've sent messages to his phone. So if he's not around his phone or whatever, I don't think calling him's gonna. Also, I don't know why, but calling people always just feels so fucking aggressive,
Yeah,
especially when you don't traditionally call them, you know?
yeah, that's
Like
how it felt.
there's when I called you,
Yeah,
violated, right?
yeah. I didn't give you the option to call me.
Yeah. It feels you're just like, why would they do this?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the phone ring, I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, but then I picked you up and we got some Wendy's, so it all worked out.
Sure did.
Um, Abdul and
Hopefully,
I had a show,
which was
right?
fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did some comedy for the first time in a long time. Real comedy. Well, no, you had that show that you
And
lied about.
I didn't lie about it. I just didn't want
it
people
was
to know.
it was a lie of omission.
It's just that I already told you I don't want to name drop, but I just don't. Their shows is usually hit or miss for me. And if I was gonna do it, I just like if I bombed terribly, I didn't want people to know.
Fair enough. Yeah, especially when you've been out of practice for some. Like I really, like Misty wanted to go on Friday, and I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know how I feel about you seeing me fucking tank, but
I think you did a great job.
no, yeah, it went well. Yeah, thanks. You were fine.
Yeah, I know.
You did great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that was for sure illegal though.
oh there, yeah.
There's no fucking way. Like that.
We were over capacity for like.
Oh my God. Come on. Yeah, that was
I mean,
crazy.
just like we're in the pandemic and we're next to a place that smells like sewage. One of us is going to get sick tonight.
Careful. You're going to locate it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, goodness. But
Yeah, some Def Comics has his listeners listen out for him.
yeah, that's Tom Willard is listening to our podcast.
No, he has an interpreter listen to it. It interprets.
Or he just uses shitty YouTube auto captions to try to follow along. What's Guam to peeve? What does he mean by that? Yeah, fuck. We might just have to carry this without Justin for a hot minute.
Yeah, hopefully he sees it soon.
Yeah, I'll drop him another little note here and let him know. Hey, motherfucker. Get your dick out of your ass. No, I'm kidding.
What is he calling me for?
All right. Well, whatever. Try to poke him a bit more, and then we'll see. What did you get around to playing this week, Val?
Just still playing Indivisible. It's a pretty meaty game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Have you been unable
backtracking.
to divide yourself from it?
No. It's a decent game. I didn't the company that made it, well, the developers, they closed down a few months back, and I didn't know that. I thought there was going to be like more content coming for it. But the game itself is it's good. It's a quasi turn based, but like everyone's attack is mapped to a button.
Yeah, you were
So
saying
it's like
before, it's like
you could do like button combos, or like you just mash buttons all together. Like you have like different people, you could switch them out.
so you're just kind of playing multiple characters simultaneously.
Yeah, there's like one character. You could have like your whole party be attackers and just attack all at once just to like get done with the battle. Or like for bosses, you could just have one healer who just stays in the background.
Gotcha. I feel like there's probably a game on Steam that just rips off those gameplay mechanics, but it's like a gang rape game.
Huh?
So you just like are stalking someone, and then like you just use different combos like circle, and then like the guy in the back runs forward and holds the person down, and then acts repeatedly, and then like they all just like take turns.
Yeah, it'd be really great. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what Predator should have been.
Predator hunting grounds.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. Sexual predator hunting grounds.
It's just what's his name? Danny Glover.
Yeah.
You just play as him.
Holding him down and getting him ass fucked by the predator.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
While Arnold's in the back screaming chopper.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing. I'm just trying to get this, and tomorrow we get like Abe's Odyssey and all that for PlayStation Plus.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Oh, Soulstorm, whatever it's called.
Yeah, no, that's whatever it is, the Oddworld game.
Yeah.
Cool. That's sick. I I try to
Let's
dip
see what Justin's
into
been playing.
yeah. Yeah. Please share, Justin.
Oh, wow, informative.
If I doubt that would at all be how fast you'd be able to go back and forth with them. But
Yeah.
I jumped into Outriders for a little bit yesterday, the full game, now that
Mhm.
like unlocked on Xbox. And yeah, man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to play that game by myself. Um
Yeah, it looks like a Borderlands. Like you got to play it with someone.
yeah, every time those games, like I would say that as far as those types of games go, it has the most promise for being able to be played with by like single player, but it's still just such an essential component of the way that the game's been designed. Because like I was pissed off, like it's an always online no matter what. So and the servers have been going ape shit.
Yeah, I've been seeing like
People have been
articles about
complaining.
that. Yeah.
I didn't really have any problems yesterday, but that'd be so frustrating to just be fucking playing by yourself and then have to worry about the servers being down. And
Yeah.
then add to that, like I can't even pause the game when I'm playing single player because it just acts like it's online.
What?
So yeah, it's super frustrating. And like when you're trying to do some of these bosses by yourself, it's like a huge undertaking. Like I only have the difficulty on normal and it's extremely punishing when it's just one person. So I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm gonna have to like squad up with some children or something.
Be
But
the ultimate predator.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna play a little sexual predator hunting grounds and find a crew to join me in Outriders.
Oh man. But
That's great. I'm just gonna put sexual in front of the word predator every time I reference one of the movies. So you have sexual predator 2, and then
the sexual predators.
yeah, sexual predators. Alien versus sexual predator. Alien versus sexual predator 2 Requiem.
Sexual requiem.
Yeah. Nice. Just the laziest porn parodies.
It's not even porn. It's just a movie.
No, yeah. That except
It
the
just,
predator rapes.
but it's just like deep fakes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Outriders is kind of I don't know, like I still like really enjoy like the shooting and stuff, and I'll probably hang around for maybe a few more sit downs with it, but my determination in that game is it is at best a
is
C.
there crossplay?
Yes, but I think they had to turn that off because of the fucking
Oh,
servers being janky.
yeah.
I gotta double check, but I saw some kind of message pop up about it when I turned it on. It's just fucking irritating. Like it's one thing if I actually like was enjoying it with other people, you can kind of just accept the online component of it because that's essential to playing with other folks. But when you're by yourself, it's so much more of a hassle. It's just so irritating.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to MLB The Show 21 is coming to Game Pass day one.
That'd be interesting. I wonder how that partnership's going to work out.
I mean, as far as I know, like the MLB kind of functions as the publisher, and it's just and they I guess like the word is that they kind of pushed Sony to make it multi-platform because it's a sports game. They want it to be everywhere.
Yeah.
So I know it's coming to Switch, I think
Oh, I didn't know
too.
the Switch.
I think so. If not this year, that's their plan. I'm pretty sure it is though. But it was such a big deal. People, I think the news of it being on Xbox kind of like overshadowed anywhere else. I believe it is still not on PC. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, but it is it is going to be on Game Pass, which is such a fucking baller move on Microsoft's part. Like they finally get the game due to like really, I don't think any effort on their own part. Just the MLB wanted it there. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, well, okay, we'll throw it on Game Pass." And that's like a console selling game in the past for Sony.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That's pretty
that's gonna
crazy.
be hard to let go.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm amped though. I mean, like, I just been so lucky because I had like so many reservations after choosing Xbox. Worried that like like oh I actually just wanted a PlayStation, but
Yeah,
between Game Pass and all the fucking Bethesda shit that happened, and then now MLB, it's just like
I'm
accidentally the
curious.
best decision I've ever made.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like what Bethesda's going to do with that, like that Indiana Jones game. Is it going to be an Xbox exclusive or same deal? Like, is MLB?
So so I think it'll just depend on what they figure out because a lot of people like to talk about Spider-Man and say that that doesn't count because Sony quote unquote owns Spider-Man, but they don't own him in that capacity. Um Marvel came to them and said, "Hey, we want a game made based on an existing property." And then Sony went to Insomniac, and Insomniac was like, "Spider-Man, we want to do Spider-Man."
Yeah.
And they made it exclusive. They didn't have to do, I mean, they'd be stupid not to if they're paying for it. But so there's really no indication that the Indiana Jones game could be cross-platform. It very well could be exclusive. I mean,
Yeah.
it would, but I mean, just like the MLB wanted their property to be available on other consoles, Disney very well could step in and say, like, Bethesda and Machine Games have to make this multi or cross-platform. So
Uh,
we'll see. I mean, whenever that comes out in the next 7 years or whatever development hell it's going to be in 7 years from now.
yeah.
But
There's going to be an announcement trailer. Well, they had an announcement trailer, but it's going to be an announcement of the trailer.
yeah, well, literally. But I don't know, man. Bethesda, because with all their properties, it's not just Bethesda Game Studios that they do that with. Like, there hasn't been a fucking peep about Wolfenstein 3. And you know for a fact that that game is coming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And
game is that. It'd be insane to think it's not going to be that.
yeah, so I mean, I'm wondering if they've just been, I mean, I think the new Colossus came out in like 2017. So I mean, I think we're due at least for an announcement this year.
That's
I
true.
would say,
When
and
did Youngbloods come out? 2019.
I think so, yeah, but I think that one was probably significantly easier to make and have like maybe like the B folks at the studio do it. I
Yeah.
would I would wager. I mean, it wasn't, as far as I'm aware, I didn't play it. I heard it was only disappointing. So as far as I'm aware, it just wasn't it I mean, it wasn't very long, and it didn't seem like very intense. It was almost like a big DLC.
Yeah.
So kind of like Lost Legacy to Uncharted 4, you know?
Yeah. Uh, that was a that was a good game. I was like, oh, that's like a nice little Uncharted snack, I guess.
Yeah, that was I played it shortly before Last of Us 2 came out because I was chomping at the bit last year to play that. So I kind
Yeah, that
of
was a.
wet my Naughty
Uh,
Dog whistle.
and I was just surprised like how much they packed in into like the game was like I want to say like good 10 hours.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And
That's what it
like
felt like. It
yeah, just
wasn't super long, but I like the pseudo open world thing they were doing,
yeah,
which clearly translated to Last of Us 2.
very much so. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I remember like I still love the beginning of like where you get to like Seattle and like you're like searching around that bank area and all that. There's like all these places you could look at.
Yeah, it felt very strange. Just because I mean, I wasn't used to that in a game like that, and it
Yeah.
was like respectfully limited. I don't really. think that they've ironed out all the kinks with that yet. Because no part of traversal in that game was super fun. Like the horse
Yeah.
sucked. Um,
Yeah.
like it really wasn't. I mean, you're used to like Red Dead and stuff. The horse felt very like on rails and like super sluggish.
Yeah, it's wasn't my cup of tea. But I remember thinking like this past generation, the PS4 was like a lot of games where the main way of traveling was by horse. Ghost of
Like
Tsushima.
some of the biggest ones, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you got Witcher, Red Dead, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah. Breath of the Wild.
true. Yeah,
Um,
this nigga's not gonna wake up.
My Little Pony Extravaganza and its sequel, My Little Pony versus Sexual Predator 2 Requiem.
With Donald and Danny Glover.
DLC skins only though.
No, Donald Glover would just jump into it.
What?
I don't know. I'm just rambling.
He'd insist on his DLC being free in My Little Pony Extravaganza versus Sexual Predator 2 Requiem. It explicitly states in my contract that my skin will be free, and it's just his character from Atlanta for no reason.
I was just about to say, it's just like him and like Darius, and Darius is just like the voiceover.
Yeah, but he's still like cartoonized like one of the ponies, and he's like, "We got to kill these fucking Sexual Predator 2 Requiems."
Oh man, it was weird to see that one guy in Godzilla versus King Kong.
Spoiler free thought.
Yeah, spoiler free thought. Yeah.
What guy was it? Oh,
Paperboy.
Yes, thank you. I was like, where is this going? Because I was trying to figure out how it connected to Atlanta. And yes, yeah, that was fun, but that whole fucking subplot was completely useless.
Everything was useless. It's just like everything was just like,
yes, but I would argue
everything was just made to move the plot forward, but it was just
not that subplot. That literally served one purpose that very easily didn't have to be there at all. That could have just been a cutaway to those other characters without Millie Bobby Brown having to be fucking forced on us. Like those kids and that guy, like whatever comic relief they offered did nothing.
It was not story forward. Yeah, it was dumb.
They could have not been there at all, and nothing would have changed. They didn't do anything to affect anything that happened.
Nothing.
It was so fucking stupid. But outside of that, like, even though the acting was super bad, everything with like Alexander Skarsgård and like that one bitch who doesn't know how to emote with her face, and then the deaf little girl was fine. I thought it wasn't great, but it was fine. And honestly, the best actor in that movie was, well, okay, for starters, it was CGI, but was after that would be the deaf girl.
Yeah, was that one? Oh,
he was very believable, but no one else was.
Yeah, it's just like I don't want to go into spoilers, but it's just like there are some characters where you just realize like, oh, they're doing something that like we were supposed to guess they were not going to do. Okay, and they do it. And I'm like, oh.
That was you may have been trying to avoid him too hard because I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
Well, yeah. So
no, don't go into it harder. I was just
wake up, Justin.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. We can take like a sort of like extended break in the half and try to poke him a bit more and see what he's doing. I don't know. I don't even remember how far we are though. I sent that at 5:15, so we've only actually been recording for like 25 minutes. So we got to fill 15 more minutes of this shit, baby.
Shit.
Yep. There's only so much dead air we can get away with.
It's other games.
Looney Tunes, World of Mayhem.
That Space Jam 2 trailer looks so.
I didn't watch it.
It was dumb. It was just like. It's just like everything about the internet in one movie. It's just like all these properties that you love, Game of Thrones, fucking Superman, Joker, they're all going to be in it. And I'm like, this is not Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I finally found the gaming subreddit that is the most palatable to be on outside of just our games, but it's Gaming Circle Jerk.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's like the equal and opposite reaction to Kotaku in action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
just like no one takes themselves serious.
no, it's an excellent palate cleanser, and they were going nuts over Don Cheadle. I don't know what that was because I didn't watch the trailer. So
Oh yeah, I've been on that subreddit for a while, and he just pops. I don't know what his importance is, but yeah, he just pops up every now and then.
they just got excited because he was referenced.
It's it was yeah, it's not for me. It's weird because like it has like LeBron James like talking about like in his home life, but they have kid actors to play his kids. It's just like, what, your kids are terrible actors? You can force them into this?
I mean, that would be kind of fucked up though.
It's
Just to
kind of
force
fucked up.
it, like Daddy can't default on this contract with Warner Brothers. Get your ass out there and stop crying.
I don't want to go back to Cleveland.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna have to stop playing basketball someday.
yeah, it's trailer was okay. I don't know. I just sometimes I just feel like this is it worth a sequel?
No, but that's why they do it, because it's not worth it to us. It's worth it to the studios, because as long as they can keep internet hype alive, it doesn't matter. They'll make their money. I mean, that's the goal. And I mean, it's different now with the pandemic and, a lot of theaters being shut down. But I mean, there's gonna be a lot more open by the time that comes out, I imagine.
Yeah,
And even with it, I'm pretty sure it'll be on HBO Max too.
yeah,
Even with that, like they're gunning for people. It's the same thing as Pokemon, and the reason it doesn't work, because they can't change the formula too much, because then they alienate getting money from children and having parents buy into it for the kids. But they're gonna like pseudo try to pander to the fan base of who it originally appealed to, which is us and our generation. And you literally can't do both simultaneously. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a failure no matter what. Monetarily, it might not be, but that's why they do this. They set it down, they wait for the time to strike, but never in the history of like ever has a long delayed sequel been like awesome. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
like people hated Ghostbusters.
The only
I
good
mean,
one was Son of the Mask.
yes, that incredible piece of cinema, Son of the Mask.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
Coming to
Just
America is apparently dog shit. The
let's
sequel,
see. I haven't seen it now.
I heard it's terrible, but I mean, it's like, why do they like? There's a time and a place to do a sequel, and that's why I
Well, I
think
just feel like,
Avatar is gonna suck.
dude, it's just you've been working for all these years on sequels, and like you've built this unnecessary hype. I didn't care about Avatar when he came out.
I mean, a lot of people did. That movie has still made like more money than anything
And
ever.
they just like re-released it in theaters so it could be back on top, so it could be ahead of Endgame. But it's just like Disney owns both. Why do you care?
Well, because it's more money for them. You know what I mean? That's why they suck up to China so much. Anything they can do for the almighty dollar, dude.
Mhm.
Utterly crazy. They just, they want to be so expansive. It's wild though. Like, we talk about these studios like they're conglomerates or whatever, but like Amazon uh dwarfs Disney in market share. Like,
Yeah,
Disney, I can't remember what Disney's market cap was, but it's like something in the billions. I can't find it now. Hold on. See, this is what happens when Justin isn't here. I Google and hum and
I
haw.
Google.
Yeah, I have to Google. 342 billion. Amazon is worth around 3 times as much. Yeah.
Wow.
Same thing with Apple, and Microsoft is worth more than either Amazon or Apple. I think Microsoft might be the closest to $2 trillion. Utterly insane.
Wow.
So like if either of them wanted to, like if Apple like got like mad enough, they have almost enough cash on hand, liquid cash, to like buy Disney. They have like 280 billion in just liquid cash sitting around.
Yeah, that liquid.
Well, I'm sorry. Do you not understand the term?
Yeah, I know what it means.
That definitely didn't sound like you knew what it meant.
We're a stock podcast,
It's
man.
when you're, yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny. We just completely transition into doing blow and going on Wall Street bets.
We just talk about Robin Hood nonstop.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I was so grateful when that left the news cycle.
Yeah,
I hated that it overlapped with video games so much.
I just hated like people I know is just like, we're gonna take down the man. It's like, no, you're not. Just shut up, go back to work, drink your cold brew. That's you're not doing anything.
Right. Here's an incendiary headline. Xbox is supporting old games while Sony and Nintendo are leaving them behind. Guess what publication and outlet that one's from?
Inside Xbox? No, probably like Kotaku.
Yeah, it's Kotaku.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, I fucking can't stand that website. It's just like I remember I saw one article that like said that The Last of Us Part Two's world is too violent, and like they said, it's like in my world there'll be unicorns and all that. It's like you're a functioning adult. Like, how are you able? Like, you can't tolerate violence. That's good. That's fine. Don't play this game.
Yeah, it's not for you then.
It's just like as soon as I saw unicorns, I'm just like, this bitch.
People treat fiction and an opinion as if like, well, for starters, as if their opinion fucking matters in the first place.
Yeah, people need to stop thinking that like their opinion is fact.
Right. And that's the other thing is that they stretch it out to be like, well, this is just my opinion. Don't come after me. It's just my opinion. But I think if we want to move forward as society, we actually need to follow it. And it's like you just fucking completely eliminated your argument. Like you can't hide behind like, well, that's just my opinion. And continue to say like in almost intentionally inflammatory shit and not have
Yeah,
that
my
come
favorite
back on
thing
you.
is like when I'm like having discussions with people and like they just go like, well, it's just like people can have different opinions. There's no like we don't have to scream at each other. It's just like we're not screaming. Like we're having a discourse, and you don't have anything else to say.
Right. Yeah, it's that's sort of like where like I get a lot of like Kotaku and Action's anger, because like there's plenty of things on there where they're just like, this is so stupid. Like why would they say this? Why does this matter? Like we've all talked about like how like we made fun of that one dude who thought Luigi's Mansion was too scary and like shit like that. And but then like you're reading it and you're like, yeah, and then they're like, yeah, and we should make all the women stay home and not able to work. And I'm like, oh no, that
Yeah, it's like
you
what's the
lost
difference
me.
between that and like Kotaku and incels? Nothing.
There, oh yeah, that dude, that subreddit is full of incels. I mean, like that and the Last of Us 2 subreddit.
I haven't been back. I got out of that so I didn't have to see spoilers.
Well,
And after
I think there's The Last of Us 2 and then there's Last of Us 2. or there's like The Last of Us. I don't know. It's specifically The Last of Us 2 one is where all of the incels who don't even play the game and all of them
Yeah.
just brigaded because they were like, yeah, people are mad. It makes me feel better for being mad for no reason other than my incredibly anomalously deformed dick.
Oh, I just love like when I'm at work, like when I get bored, I look up like Google reviews, and I looked up The Last of Us, and I just seen so many people just say, "It's like this game sucked. I didn't play it, but this." I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you reviewing it?"
No, I know. I mean, like I was getting like so many arguments with like just these dumb assholes who are like, it is for sure going to be the worst game of all time. And it's like that it doesn't come out for 3 months. Like
Yeah.
they've already ruined it. What? Uh, okay.
Oh man, it's just like play the game. Like don't go on like I understand like some like everyone like a lot of people like looked at the spoilers, but looking at spoilers and playing the game is two different
Well,
things.
I did, and the
I know you.
justification I gave myself was okay. Like I'm gonna read this and see how much. And I'll be honest with you, most of it did not hold up. Half the shit was just like it was all only thing they had from it were just some of the cutscenes. That's all that actually got leaked. And then like people did like a bunch of like 4chan posts of like how the story goes by the numbers, and they missed things completely. Like the whole like heel turn in the middle of the story, where you swap characters and everything like that. They didn't even have that in there because they didn't play it. They were just making shit up to keep this kind of like hate going. And I
Uh,
read them with the intent of being like, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna take away how I feel about it, and then I'm gonna play the fucking game. Still, my like the most like versatile and fun gameplay outside of Doom I had last year, and one of the best stories I've ever experienced in a game. So it's like
yeah,
you can't even
it's
just
like we
blame
have.
the fact that like they read it and discredited it immediately. That was what happened.
Oh yeah, it's just a bunch of fucking piss babies who want to like just start raging for no reason,
Yeah.
and it's just like like I have my gripes with the story, but the gameplay and everything else was
What
great.
what are your what are your gripes for the story?
I don't know, I just don't like when stories start off with like a character's death. Like, I feel like that's just I understand like it makes sense in like the whole world, but it's just like I don't know. It just feels like I don't know. It doesn't come off as like there's better ways to kick off a story, I guess.
I mean, I suppose like I mean it's been done before. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah,
Um
I just
but
like I don't like movies that like where like the plot starts off in the middle. Like it starts off in the middle, then it just goes back to the beginning. Yeah.
yeah, but that didn't really do that.
No, I'm just saying
Uh
that like I don't like that in general.
right, yeah. I would say like look, they took a huge risk, and the fact that it paid off
I,
is
I, I applaud them on that.
yeah, but it also like what I'm not going to argue with saying it was sloppy in some parts because the initial playthrough was very confusing and very disjointed for me. It really threw me for a loop, and that whole half and half and then the reconvergence
Yeah,
was a little frustrating because it didn't um it didn't help the pacing of the game at all. And I generally
yeah,
like when games just build, 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 and then you have the climax and then you're done with it. You know what I mean?
yeah. I didn't
This
like.
was
I
different. It
agree.
was like you almost like I know a lot of people who set it down for a while after the the second half or even certain parts of it. It took them like 3 months to beat it.
I can see why. It's just like I feel like at one point when I started, as soon as I started playing as Abby, and it's just that feeling like, oh, I got to do all this all over again.
Yeah.
That feeling, but it's just like I wanted to keep going because I wanted to see where the story was going, and I liked that. I liked Abby's story. I liked how she grew.
Right.
I still didn't need that sex scene though.
Yeah.
I did not need to see what muscular tits look like.
They just look like tits hanging off of really chiseled pecs,
Yeah, this
like
is
sitting on
nah.
top of them
This is like
with flabby nipples.
hey, a girl flatter than soda. It's just nah.
Such a strange choice all around in those games.
Yeah, it's like the whole. I will say like they had like I feel like this one thing that it didn't have for me is it didn't have like memorable set pieces for me.
Um,
Because like the
okay.
sniper scene in The Last of Us Part Two was amazing,
Yeah.
but like in the first Last of Us, like the like going up to Bill and you trigger his trap and you're like shooting and like killing like the infected upside down. That was cool.
I
The
would I would very easily, I think, argue that the escaping from the island with Lev as Abby, when there's the war going on between the wolves and the what the fuck are they called?
scars. No,
Seraphites.
Serapha, yeah.
Yeah, that whole level was sick. I mean, where you're
Yeah,
initially like sneaking through and then like the just straight up bolting out and then the fight with the fucking big ass guy.
yeah, that was just low. I'm like, oh, okay, man, give up. I'm slicing your face every which way. Just
I don't know. I mean,
die.
that's a huge takeaway for me. And then the crazy backwards boss battle at the the
The
near
Rat
the
King was
end.
cool too. Yeah,
The Rat King, yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
dude,
and the
there's
sniper
there's
scene was cool. But it
there's a
just, I don't know, it just didn't really like have that oomph for me.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I thought there was I mean, it's strange how like what becomes iconic and like implemented into the zeitgeist of games because it's never predictable. And I
Yeah,
think there's plenty of other things out there that should be as well. But I mean, I would argue the Rat King alone, and then like you said, the sniper scene. There's a lot of good, solid takeaways from Last of Us 2 that
I have to replay it again.
yeah, I would because I played it twice, like back to back. And I think it just
Yeah,
really hammered it home. Like that is a game unlike most games. And I think
oh
if
yeah,
any
this
game
was an
warrants,
experience. Even though I
yeah,
hate to say that.
no, but it is. And I think
Yeah.
if any game warrants a second playthrough like that, it's that at the very least a second playthrough. Especially like I can't wait until whenever I pull the trigger on a PS5, um, and that'll probably be around the time God of War comes out. But just going back and doing a third playthrough of Last of Us 2 when they
On
inevitably
PS5. Oh, I should try
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, I would wait. I mean, because they inevitably are going to update it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you get like the 60 FPS or whatever, and then you can maybe you can buy it again and get that Ellie edition that you wanted so bad. That
Yeah.
that life size Ellie arm with the tattoo. You
There's
get
a
you get
statue.
you get Ellie's finger and the it's a real human finger. It's what it's Neil
It's
Druckmann's
Ashley
wives
Johnson's
finger.
figure.
Yeah. They can only sell 10 of them.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
And yeah, I like they're most definitely working on a multiplayer on it. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
curious to
think
see where like Naughty Dog goes.
I
They
would
got
fucking love for them to get their whole development cycle derailed and have Sony be bidding for a Star Wars game and have them do it.
that'd be cool. Yeah.
I would fucking love that because I bet they would have some sick ass ideas. Like whatever. I know they wanted to do a sci-fi game. That's what they were talking about and shit. So if like after Lucasfilms opened, I bet tons of studios are bidding for different properties. And if Sony can get in on a fucking Star Wars game, good lord, that will be some shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like, because I mean, like, imagine like Fallen Order, but it's as smooth as The Last of Us plays.
Oof. Ooh.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
another. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It's just that game. That game was
Would they
almost
just take
there,
the sequel? That'd be cool.
dude. Yeah, that would be fucking incredible.
Because
Like,
they can do like combat, like melee
oh,
combat.
hell yeah, they can do the melee combat. Like, and just their fucking animations, dude, are so good.
I
Like,
just love
unrivaled.
like seeing like stuff on YouTube, like moves or something. I remember I saw one where like Ellie, like if you press up, you can like catch ammo in the air.
Yeah.
It was just like, dude, all these like little things like I didn't notice in my first
Yep.
playthrough.
The diving, I didn't know about that until my
I didn't know
second
about that
playthrough.
until you uh, like that's the one you just jump on the person.
No, I mean like you can like dive onto the ground like backwards and then like still like
Oh, I didn't even do
shoot
that at
people from
all.
there or like like sideways and like stay down and like crouch and shit. And then it has that it's tough to replicate, but it does have that Uncharted jump down and punch them out.
Yeah, from Uncharted 3. Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's
that is in there. There's so many things and then after that last update they had with all of those fucking like cool cheat filters and shit like that. They have the bullet time,
mhm.
and then they have the insta kill grab break where they literally physically manifest it as a knife taped to Ellie's arm, so
Yeah.
that when she breaks a grab, she kills them instantly. There's so many cool
Yeah.
things about that fucking game, dude. Like you could talk about it endlessly. That's why it's like it's kind of a shame that people didn't take it for what it was and they literally judged it based solely on the worst thing the one thing that games are the worst at that game actually did better than most games, which is its narrative.
Oop.
I saw that. Yeah. We can get him in here momentarily. It's 6:04 and I haven't gotten um the warning yet. I wonder if they extended our time.
It is Easter.
I wonder if that's it. We'll see if he jumps in.
As soon as he jumps, it just ends.
Yeah, right. That would be funny.
And
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
dude.
like,
I
hello.
literally we've been recording for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah,
Let's see
no,
how
we'll
this.
we'll get him in here and we'll just we'll say everything we said again. We'll just catch him up on
No.
everything. I
Oh,
wonder if he even wants to.
that's what I haven't watched the new Winter Soldier episode.
I have how much more time do I have left in it? 21 minutes left, but
Is it
minus the
good?
credits, that means I have 4 minutes left in the episode.
They are some long ass credits. Like I don't
They're
know who.
crazy.
Yeah, it's just like fucking. I don't know who
Oh,
Lisa is.
yeah, they have to do all the credits and then they have to do them in Chinese twice just to satisfy their contract with the CCP. Um, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Jackson has joined us.
Hey, Grandpa, you okay?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hi. How's it going?
Oh, look, you look refreshed.
Damn.
What I miss?
Oh man, you missed.
Girl, little addition.
Yeah, no, you missed my favorite bit so far. That Abdul wasn't. He was too nervous to laugh at because he was trying to yes and. But we were talking about using the like the Predator movies, but you put the word sexual in front of all of them, so we are just kind of running through them. So it just everything Predator, it just becomes sexual Predator, like sexual Predator hunting grounds. And my favorite one was Alien versus Sexual Predator 2 Requiem. So yeah, that was a nice overture of that one.
Okay.
And then we were just coming hot off a tangent on Last of Us 2. So that was
So
it was a
just
good
say it
time.
all again.
Yeah, no, that was what I fully intended. Yeah. So, okay, after the sexual predator bit, no. Yeah, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no problem. We
It's nice
so
to be a
rarely
guest
get.
on the podcast every now and then, you know.
I don't want to say anything to jinx it. I mean, I already did, but I don't know, I guess I shouldn't keep bringing it up, but they have not given me any warning on the time, and it's still just going. But weirdly it says 40 minutes at the top. So I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I say
Is it
we
because of
just
the holiday?
I'm wondering if it is. I did
Yeah.
not know that there was a
It's
big
Jesus Day.
Yeah, I didn't know that they love Jesus over in China. So I maybe they do. I don't know. I would argue that Muslim genocide is pretty Christian. So
Hey,
I'm
what?
sure a few of them do.
yeah.
How's your guys' Easters, by the way?
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, I made a ham and went over to Misty's Christian family's house.
Yeah.
And then they all wanted to drive to go see our house that the tenants still have not moved out of. So I didn't want to, and it was really awkward because there was like a whole big ass family there celebrating Easter, and here are these just like corny white people driving by and smiling and looking in their yard. Yeah.
Honey, lock the doors.
Yeah, for real. It was
It's the movie Us.
uncomfortable. That one of them fucking little kids was putting his hands all over my fence though, so I almost did get out of the car. I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
Yeah, it's so weird that you putting up stuff for the house, and they're just still like
Yeah, they're living it.
living in it.
And here's this bitch thing. I have been like somewhat nervous that I hadn't heard. The last I'd heard, I thought they were supposed to be out on the 31st. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to kick them out in a pandemic. I thought this was all agreed upon.
Right.
Well, I have not been able to get a fucking clear answer for like 2 weeks.
From
Finally,
the realtor, or
yeah, from my realtor, or for her from his, and it was just been so confusing. So finally, I texted her today, and I was like, "Look, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but there's some serious concern on my end because I don't feel like there's being any communication on this." So she gets her ass in gear finally, calls that realtor, and it's just you have to play a game of telephone. It's got to go from him to his realtor to mine to me and then back. So turns out they fucking asked him for another 3 weeks there, and he didn't say anything to anybody. Yeah.
Wait, so they gave him another 3 weeks?
Yeah, give the tenants another 3
and
weeks.
He didn't
there.
say anything to anybody.
He didn't think to fucking tell his realtor or nothing. And we've been shooting for April 21st to close. And if he gave them 3 more weeks, that would be when they'd actually finally move out.
Jesus.
Crazy.
That's
so
insane,
crazy,
man.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't really have a problem if they need 3 weeks. It's not going to kill me. I'll still be out of here before I have to pay rent again. But that's just wild that he didn't think to like check with everybody and like make sure
that he knows the house got sold. And
yeah, so insane. Like,
yeah, that's bullshit, man.
Really, really wild. So I mean, I've been pissed, and I don't know I mean, we should be fine, but now I'm worried that it's just going to take even fucking longer. And like, I don't blame these people at all. Like, because everybody fucking hates their landlord. And honestly, like, it's not that I don't trust them as people. I don't trust them as tenants, knowing I'm a tenant, to when the time comes be like, yeah, sure, let me just do everything you say, sir. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
They're not going to fucking listen to him. That's how that shit works. So I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's a little wild.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be all right, but it's just like, ugh.
Just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and my fucking realtor didn't even know. I had to educate her and be like, no, you don't understand. we cannot schedule a closing date until I have written confirmation that they're out. Somehow, this lady completely missed the fact that we don't have a solid closing date yet, and she's the fucking realtor.
How old is she?
So, somewhere between 40 and 507. She just has one of those timeless middle-aged white woman looks from Fayetteville. Yeah.
Damn.
We touched a little bit on Outriders, which has been as disappointing as I figured it would be.
So you've been actually playing it?
I literally picked it up for an hour the other day since the full game came out. That's the only time I've played it. And it threw me right back into where I left off in the demo. But that game is, if they try to tell you it's a single player game as well, they are lying to you.
No, you can play it by yourself, but
yes, yeah, but I would say it feels a little bit better than Borderlands does, because you know how empty Borderlands feels.
Yeah.
I don't think the world feels empty, but the encounters definitely do. It is strange, and it is punishing just by yourself in some of these boss fights.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, those games, they just aren't designed. That's like playing Destiny by yourself.
Right.
It'll be almost impossible for you to do anything productive.
Right. And then Abdul mentioned he was playing some game that I don't think either one of us care about. So, what were you playing, Justin?
What game?
Said he was still
Indivisible.
playing. Indivisible.
All right. I don't care about it. You told me about it last week.
That was a great face.
I play, or did you check out the spring sale, Abdul?
No.
You should check it out. There's some pretty good stuff on there.
What you see?
I bought No Man's Sky. I never played that before, and I hear that's just gotten better over the years. So I'm excited to dip into that. But that game I originally played on PlayStation Now, The Surge 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Game of the Year edition was $15. So I was like, I'll play that for $15 with all the DLC.
Nice.
So I've been playing through that. I like it a lot. It's a pretty fun game. It's just like,
you don't like the first one?
The first one, no. The first one felt super clunky. Like the combat felt weird and like stilted. This one is a little more. You could tell they definitely worked on it because the combat is a lot better. But it's just like futuristic Dark Souls. Like you pretty much you have to cut off people's body parts to get like pieces of your like suit, your mech suit.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've just been playing that all week, really. Oh, and did we take a week off?
No.
It just feels weird because we did do yesterday.
All right, but I played through Ratchet and Clank, the 2016 one.
Ooh, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. Like I originally tried to play it a couple of years ago when it was free on PlayStation Plus or something. 'Cause I know I didn't buy that game, so somehow I had it before they just gave it away again. But like the first time I tried to play through it, I didn't really care for it. I don't know why. But then like once I started to unlock more weapons, I was like, okay, this is fun. Like this is just like pure chaos but still it's a little bit of that Doom aspect where it's like you have to constantly switch between your weapons.
It's on the flies,
nice. Like the most
really
damage and shit like that.
Yeah, we can tell, Abdul. You woke the fuck up when he mentioned that thing. I saw the autism sparkle in your eyes. Like
you said, this is a reboot.
Like I hadn't seen the whole episode so far. You really bring it out of him, Justin.
This isn't the same game where Abdul mentioned all the colors, is it? Is this
no, that I think that might have been Spyro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Okay.
All the colors of the wind.
That reference.
Yep.
But
yeah,
yeah, I love how like it's a great looking game.
it is. They just got it just got a 60 frames per second update.
Ooh, I
So
didn't know that.
it looks really good, yeah.
I can't
And
wait
it's
for
just you can't like change to, it's just like there, the 60 frames per second, because usually it's like 4K or like performance or whatever, and this one is just like 60 frames. But it looks fucking good though.
That's cool. That means it's
I
just
like
like
it.
super well optimized.
Yeah, and but yeah, like after playing through this one, I was like, okay, I can definitely see myself buying a Rift Apart, like when that comes out.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
Sick. Does look very sick.
Speaking of, I told RJ, I got the vaccine shot, and I was like, "Did you get sick?"
I didn't get sick. I just felt like super weak and achy the day after it. And I had like a headache for a few days. But like after the first day, like all the achiness was gone and I felt completely fine. It was just like, I don't know if it was all in my head, but my head was like, it felt weird, you know?
Yeah,
like I just felt off.
It's like around Saturday night, I started feeling terrible.
Really?
And then I went into work Sunday.
Did you guys both get the Pfizer one?
I got the Moderna.
I got Pfizer.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I got my first one tomorrow.
What are you getting?
I think it's Pfizer. It's all they had. They don't fucking like let you really like that. They don't really give you options. They make it seem like they just
give it to you.
Yeah,
where are you going?
I wanted to go to Shopping Town because you don't even get out of the car. You just drive up and they just fucking, I don't know. They use like a blow dart or something. They just stick you while you're in the car. But I have to go to the on center because like they don't let you fucking choose. They just tell you where you're going after you schedule it. It's so irritating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that one's the Pfizer one, I guess. So whatever.
I guess the Johnson & Johnson one is done for a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they like everywhere you look, they're like, we don't have this one. So,
well, I guess they fucked up.
Yeah,
they fucked up a bunch of doses of it.
Yeah, they had to throw out like a shitload of them, I think, or something.
Yeah, because they mixed up ingredients or some shit like that. It's like Jesus.
Oh
Christ.
yeah, sorry. This particular batch of vaccines was put inside of a bunch of used AIDS syringes. Egg on our face.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's about fucking time. I honestly, like when I signed up, they still didn't have because they raised it they lowered it to 16 and plus tomorrow. So I just signed up as 30 and over or whatever. And then when I get there, I'm going to be like,
so when I went, they didn't
throw
really
it away.
They don't fucking check anything.
Yeah,
dude.
they don't check anything.
That's what I heard. But then,
fuck.
Dude, my mom went and they wanted pay stubs from her job. And when she couldn't fucking display them, they were gonna tell her to like they're gonna move her or something while she like worked on shit, and then she wasn't gonna be able to get it. But luckily, she had a fucking business card from her other job, and they were like, "Okay."
No, that was somebody fucking trying to be a hero.
Yeah,
yeah, they were trying to fucking do something. Dude, honestly, I went there, like gave them the filled out paperwork, and they just looked at my ID. I was like, "Is this for work?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, just get in line." I was like, "All right."
They didn't even. I just had like a barcode that they emailed me. And I showed them that, and they didn't even scan or anything. They just looked at it and was like, "Okay, you can go." I'm like, "Damn, this could be a barcode for anything." Yeah,
well,
why
would it matter? I mean, like you could have gotten one at any time. They were letting 55-year-old people get them from the get go. You would have been fine.
I was just fucking nothing. Like fuck you.
I thought it would be really funny if I just went there and like told him I had Down syndrome.
I thought you were going to do that.
I really considered it, like just like clicking it and then just like having him look at me like and just be like, what? Yeah, no.
What?
What are you trying to? Do you doubt me? Just very eloquently arguing with them in favor of the fact. I was also trying to do like I signed up for DoorDash a while ago, and then like once I found out like what you have to do.
Deliver?
Yeah. I never did it. Because I saw like what it entailed, and then like I was like reading about like the sheer bullshit that it is for the amount of money you make. And I was like, oh, never mind this. But I still had like the driver app for it. And I was trying to see if I could like game that somehow to use that and say like, look, I deliver food. Whatever. I literally only had to wait like a week. So
yeah,
didn't matter. I'm hoping it makes
DoorDash and Grubhub haven't. I guess people just don't want to drive for them anymore because you can barely get anything delivered anymore. At least over here.
It is one of the it's like way worse than ride sharing because the money you make is like it's like all the same miles on your car and shit. And like not only do you have to be driving everywhere, but then you have to like fucking like go in and you gotta wait. So like all told, like one like $10 order that you get like paid for could take you like 3 fucking hours. So it's just like it's the total gamble. That shit's not worth it.
No.
Just fucking hire delivery drivers, everybody. How hard is that shit?
Yeah.
Insane.
I mean, it seems like it's gonna go back to that eventually.
It should. It's a way better way to do it. And I think that's when it might be one of the better things that they like if they just had to exist for a while that make that happen, killer. Like
yeah.
Well, I saw something at work where like a lady was just like upset with Grubhub because it said it had her business on Grubhub, but she never signed up or like signed anything for them to be on Grubhub.
I heard a lot of that happening. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Well, I saw. Well, I think Alyssa told me that they were doing that a lot, especially in like bigger cities, to make it seem like one had more like one like Grubhub or DoorDash had more options. So like people be like, oh, like look at all these restaurants. Then they'll like go to order and they'll say like the restaurant canceled, but they would still like just order something else from that app, you know.
Nice. Yeah,
so they were bullshitting.
They're all scummy, dude. Like they're all just like pumping dumb schemes, and like the most hilarious one that like failed and did not do what they were hoping to do was MoviePass. They were they were trying to, you know, like gain this big market share after not making any money for like a year straight in the hopes that the theaters would buy them. And then fucking Regal and AMC just laughed at them and told them, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then they just went under. Oh God. Yeah. Do you remember at the end of MoviePass when like you would like try to like get it and like they just like it would like never work? And then
I never got MoviePass.
I never tried to get it. No.
Near the end of it, like I was trying to use it, and it was like we would go and we'd be trying to like get the tickets the entire way, like up the stairs to go in the movie, and it like wasn't working. And then finally, like Misty would get hers, but then mine would just be like, "Oh, service can't be contacted anymore right now," and I'd be like, "Fuck,
yeah."
Like they just like they just stopped, and they charged me 3 extra fucking months on top of me canceling it 2 separate times. I canceled it, they charged me. I canceled it again, they charged me again. I sent them a nasty fucking email.
And they were trying to just like get whatever money they could.
Yep. They were.
That's all the ultimate scumbag shit.
Oh yeah, they were the greasiest fucking bunch of them startups. We pseudo got into talking about Godzilla and Kong. I know it's not. We've barely talked about video games thus far, but
did you watch it, Abdul?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was. It was more of a King Kong movie than anything else.
Yeah,
Is
but
it
he's
like-
better.
Yeah, he is.
No, the fuck he's not. Shut the fuck up. What the?
Infinitely better than Godzilla.
No, he's not.
He just is. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
mean, I have a bias because I do love like apes. That's why I love Planet of the Apes movies so much. But then, like, I watched King Kong, and this is why I think he's better. And just like why I can't really watch Godzilla movies is like Godzilla. He does.
I gotta go.
Like King Kong, he has like human elements to him, so there's like a little bit of emotion there, and like you could like Godzilla is just like a lizard that they're trying to kill.
Nothing
And, like,
identifiable there. Yeah.
What's that?
There's nothing identifiable with him. Like
That's
he's
what I'm
just a giant
saying.
fucking
Like,
lizard.
exactly.
Oh my god. Whatever.
Like
you
there's
guys are-
nuance to Kong. Like he actually
Exactly,
has,
right.
That he can fucking sign language. That's it. Fuck him. I don't care.
he has emotions. You can like see it's a psychological thing. He has like a more human-like face. Do you I mean, I don't know, maybe your brain is more like a lizard's than most people's. So maybe you identify more with a fucking dinosaur.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you can see the parts where Godzilla like gets what's going on, but it's like it's very rare, and it's just like a quick like change
Right.
to the face, like
Right,
but,
yeah. How about when I cracked up when he fucking grinned.
Okay, or
No,
Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah. That was like at the tail end, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, are
Yeah.
you fucking kidding me right now? He just straight up grinned, and it looked so stupid.
But dude, like you said, it was a more of a King Kong movie. Whatever. That fucking boat fight was one of the
Hell,
best, like
Yes.
best shot, like CGI things I've ever seen.
Really, I
Dude.
thought the Tokyo fight was great.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was cool, but like
mean,
it
it was-
wasn't just
yeah.
like unique. You know what I mean?
All
They
the
were just-
fights were great, are really good, but just like the fucking boat and water aspect.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so like because you have all the physics going on with how that, and it all looked right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the CGI was fucking good.
Oh, it
That's
was on
really
point.
fucking good. Yeah.
Best fucking CGI since Planet of the Apes, which was the best fucking CGI since Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
And fucking
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is 91. Isn't that shit crazy?
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like 20,
Like
30
you
years
go-
old.
You watch Jurassic Park and like look at the CGI of that. And like forget about Planet of the Apes. And then you watch the first cut of Justice League and you're like, why is your CGI how is your CGI so goddamn bad? Like it's just like what the fuck are you doing? Like why does
Yeah.
it look like humans are fighting a cartoon? Like this
I
is this
know.
fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like what the fuck is going on?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But I mean, the Snyder cut that he made the CGI look better. Like it just looked
Yeah,
ultimately better.
You guys are
Yeah.
gonna indirectly bully me into watching this movie.
Oh, you still haven't
it.
watched it,
No, I can't. Ugh.
dude? Honestly,
Well,
man, like I was on my phone and like we were even playing Gloomhaven
Mhm.
during like the first 2 hours of the movie. Then once I started like saw it start to pick up, I stopped it. I was like, all right, this is where like the movie starts, you know, like the
Okay.
good parts. So if you just want to start it at like literally 2 hours in,
Cut out
dude,
half
it's fucking 4 hours
I
long.
know that's the biggest detractor for me.
But like I mean, the first couple hours were like bits of the story that they
Mhm.
absolutely needed, especially for Cyborg and
Right.
or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, like the fucking last fight scene, like the big action set piece for that, it was way better.
Okay.
Oh,
It was
10
way
times,
better.
yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Maybe I'll just have to watch it in a couple sittings.
Yeah.
We Mortal Kombat got shoved back to the 23rd.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
but I'm still amped. I was actually, I went over to my little brothers and they just bought Mortal Kombat, and now that they're like 13, I can teach them how to be men, and that's really fun. So I haven't played Mortal Kombat, mind you, in a while. So
Probably
my
since
little
like
brother,
what, fall of 2019.
yeah, I mean it's been
Yeah.
a fucking minute. So I was like way out of practice, but I get into it and I was like, yeah, I couldn't even remember who I usually was. So I picked Scorpion, and I fucking barely remembered any of his moves. And my little brother Nick has been maining Johnny Cage for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And that kid was just whooping the shit out of me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And I was like, this can't be my life now. Like I hit it very well, but I was like very upset. So then I was like, you know what? If he's having fun, that's fine. And then I started to remember Scorpion. And that's when things got uncomfortable. Because like you play, you're a kid and you play the game and you get cocky or whatever. He was just doing the same, like, several strings of moves over and over again. So once, like, there was one match in particular where all of a sudden it just fucking stopped working altogether. And I just ruined his entire outlook. And from there, I was like, oh, okay, I fully remember this game now. So he was, he's trying to be like, oh, I think we should switch characters, this and that. And I was like, all right, fine. I've literally never played as Geras before. Fucked him up. Fucking straight up punished them for the rest of the night. And they were like, well, I was doing good at the beginning there. And I was like, yeah. And then I remembered how to play. Sucks, doesn't
it? I like how for like a little bit you were like, these fucking children are beating me at a fighting game, but I have to fucking be an adult right now and not I can't show my cards because
I couldn't be like, well, I mean, if you didn't spam that fucking combo, but whatever.
Right, exactly. And then you're gonna be thinking about that for 3 weeks, that you got upset that your little brothers were beating you at a fighting game. Oh, I know how you felt.
Oh, damn. Yeah. So I was very, by the end of the night, I was vindicated. I had to end it. Because
so you beat their ass in real life?
There were a couple fatalities, so I have warrants. Yeah, that was fun. I hadn't played that game in fucking forever. It makes me want to get it again because I still haven't played Aftermath. So
yeah,
but that
I
game,
thought about it, but it's like, I just can't see myself spending any more money on that fucking game.
No, I hear you 100%.
Because I got.
They really did fucking just have their way with you.
They did.
Goddamn. I think it's one of those games like where it is like an essential to have in the house, because that's the most fun Mortal Kombat will ever be, is when you just get like lost in it with like 4 other people and you guys are just like all playing, and as far as I know, like the online doesn't really, meet that expectation the same way. So
right.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit. I just now got the 10-minute warning.
Oh, for real? Damn.
Yeah, something is wrong because I fucking started this meeting at 5:15.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been an hour and 20 minutes.
I was a little late.
Yeah, just a bit.
Some CPT. You know what that's like, Abdul, right?
Showing off, brother.
I didn't say any of that.
Anything on the horizon this month?
Oh yeah. What do you say? Oddworld?
Tomorrow, yeah, we get the new PS Plus games.
Nice. That's good. I was talking to Abdul about it earlier, but MLB The Show comes to Game Pass.
Oh, right, yeah.
On day one, and that is crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna I'm kind of glad Outriders isn't for me, because then I'm not gonna be like sucked in anything. And I honestly actually did get bored of Fallout, surprisingly. So I think I really gotta dip back into Disco Elysium for a while.
Did you buy that, Abdul?
No.
What have you been playing? Just that Indivisible game?
That's the episode name.
Yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Yeah.
It's a long game.
Is it? Check out that sale, man. I think you'll find some stuff on there.
Yeah, I would definitely do after.
Yeah, because it's like some shit is like 75% off. It's crazy.
Damn.
How long is it at? How long is it?
The spring sale, I think maybe to the middle of the month.
Okay.
Maybe the end of the month, I'm not sure. But yeah. I was trying not to spend too much money on there.
I did.
I'm glad I did.
Stimmy.
Oh, you did? Nice. But I'm glad I did find something I want to play though, because it's been a slow couple of months.
Yeah. Towards the end of the month and beginning of next month is when things are gonna start ramping up.
It Takes Two. Did you get that?
Oh, I've been meaning to get that one.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't justify it because Missy and I still haven't finished. We never finished The Way Out or Unraveled 2. Yeah. And I want to get through that. I mean, they're sitting there. But then I guess also it's kind of like, who the fuck cares? The whole point of co-op games is just be playing something together. So
right.
I guess we can always go back.
What are you doing this weekend, Justin?
Nothing, I don't think.
You want to start a Way Out on Friday or Saturday?
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Stream it.
Yeah, I'll stream it.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
Cool. All right. Well,
see ya.
Oh damn.
I have to go. I'm gonna look. I got the car title from my neighbor.
You did.
Oh, you did. Nice. Okay.
Oh, that's a great way to cap things.
And so this week, I took today off, but I was still feeling a little icky. I think tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm gonna go car insurance shopping.
What about? Is the title already in your name? Like, did you do like the DMV shit?
No, not yet.
What?
Go onto the website, because I think a lot of this stuff you can do just like at home now. If not, go on there and schedule something, because it's way better to schedule it.
And Abdul, I know you like physical editions, but you do realize car insurance isn't something you go to the store and buy in a box, right?
Did you really have to do all that for that shit joke?
I mean, you just said you're gonna take the day to go car insurance shopping. Like it sounded like you're gonna get on the bus and go somewhere. You just Google it.
Yeah.
I got the super deluxe extra liability Geico t-shirt edition.
I got the Allstate man statue.
You get a fucking
Allstate. Get out of here. The general it is for you.
God damn. All right, nobody say anything else.
God damn, it's just funny because it's so right. Oh, me and Shaq going places, baby.
All state dreams, general pockets. Fuck. All right. Well, that was a fun, weird episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to plug your soch, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Choco Bear Gaming on Twitch.
Oscar Wonder Sean Penn Instagram.
Cool. And it's easy to forget because I do too, but we do have a Facebook page. We have YouTube as always. So whatever you guys want to do with that, hopefully it's follow it, but do it. And then I was thinking, just because yesterday was the holiday and everything was fucked up, but we will definitely do a guest next week. But it'll be a secret.
Oh.
So we won't say who. And you can know, Justin. Abdul, you can't fucking know.
That's my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, we just turned it into Jerry Springer. Oh damn. And then you would let your dad call in. Ooh. That don't give me ideas, pal.
Yeah, nip that in the butt.
All right. Have a good week, guys.
Yep, you too.
See ya.
Thanks.
Peace, guys.
Don't call anybody.